before you enter the house and asking yourself, okay, like, what am I bringing my family? Stones or a piece of bread? What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of The Elite Game with your host, Mauricio Rocha. Dude, I was just doing some push-ups and squats and some jumping jacks because it's 6 p.m. And how do you raise one's energy? You raise one's energy by moving your body. There's one easy fucking way to do it. Move your body. Just jump, push-ups, squats, whatever. Get that blood flowing. And you feel more energetic. So just a little tip. See right there, 5 seconds in, you already have a tip how to source more energy out of your body. Now, without energy, we can't do shit, right? So I can come in here and talk to you, and I can just have like a low voice and low intensity and just talk about my problems. All right? I mean, who the fuck wants to hear that? So there has to be some kind of energy so you can transmit to the other person. Like, you're always going to be transmitting energy. It doesn't matter if you're sad, upset, happy, in love, having a good time, feeling depressed, angry. You're always going to have an energy that you're going to give to the other person. The same way, like, you're talking to somebody, you're always going to receive that energy from that person. So how do we make sure that we're always giving our best energy? Because that's what we have to do, man. Like, not only, it starts at home. It starts with your children, with your wife. It starts there. You need to give that to them first, right? And then after that, you give that to the rest of the world. Now, the problem happens when you leave in the morning and you get to the office and you meet this person, and you talk to this person, and there's a client, vendors, teammates, employees. So you speak with 100 people, and then you get home, and then all your energy is gone. Now, that shit's not fair, right? It's not fair for your wife. It's not fair for your kids. Like, why do they get to have dad, right? Like, low energy dad, or frustrated dad, or deflated dad? Why is that? It's not their fault. So how important is to pay attention in the way that you enter your house? Like, the way you leave the office, on your way home, when you park the car, you get out of the car, and then you open that door to get into your house. Like, when you enter that door, like, how important is it to have a state of mind and to have a perception of who you are bringing to your family? Like, what kind of man are they getting? Like, what kind of dad are your kids getting when you get home tonight? What kind of husband is your wife getting when you get home tonight? Think about this shit, man. Think about this, because what is it that you are bringing your family? Are you bringing them bread, or are you bringing them stones? You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you get home with stones? Like, you have nothing of value to give? You're upset because of, you didn't close a deal, or you're frustrated because of this conversation we had with somebody, or something happened to the car, whatever it was. So you get home and you're frustrated and you yell and you have no patience, and all you bring is stones into the house. Or you bring bread. You bring something that feeds them. You bring love. You bring patience. You were able to take a minute before you enter the house, maybe in your car, and you just took a breath. And you just meditated for about a minute. And just let go of the stress at work. And by doing that, you enter the house with a light energy, with a loving energy, with a giving energy that your family deserves. Now, this exercise of stopping and looking at myself before I enter my home is an exercise that I have to do more often. I already do this and I know how important it is, but sometimes we forget. Sometimes we forget important shit, man. Sometimes shit that's so important and we forget. Even like simple stuff. Even if you have to repeat stuff every day, this shit, just because you repeat it doesn't mean that it's less important the next day. It's as important or even more important because you don't know what type of day your family is having. You don't know what type of day your wife is having. You don't know what type of day your daughter is having. So what is the size of your bandwidth when you get home? Are you all closed up? Or do you have an open energy where you can receive from them, listen to them, and you're actually present because you are open, and you actually can give something back to them? So having the state of mind to actually stopping before you enter the house and asking yourself, okay, like what am I bringing my family? Stones or a piece of bread? And it doesn't take much, man. It just takes sometimes just a breathing exercise of 5 minutes, of 2 minutes, just in your car, just this. And it's amazing just that one breath. And I bet you can tell. Just that one breath, it just makes you more light. Like your shoulders kind of even go down. Because I didn't want to miss this. I didn't want to miss the podcast this week. And I was about to get home, but I'm like, no, I have to do it. Because there was a commitment that I made. And even though the energy wasn't there much, there's still a message. There's still always a message. If you commit to something, man, if there's anything that I'm going to tell you, if you commit to something, you just have to do it. Sometimes you're going to miss, and you are. You're not going to be perfect, and you can't hold yourself to perfection. But at one point, you have to just bite the bullet and fucking do it, even if you don't want to. Period.